Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk Back, Episode 5 for Good Game.
What's up?
Michelle and I are here to answer your questions.
Yes.
We have a lot this week, and we're going to try and get through them all and give you proper answers and not our usual gibberish.
And there's also a second Jesse to monitor us.
Yeah, look at
See
him.
him?
He's like, ooh, baby, I love the way. Over there. Back there.
See, he thinks that it actually sings with him.
It's my backup. He's my backup.
Hype man.
Yeah. He's the shoop. He's the shoop to my dupe. So I love him. I need to hang him, and he's gonna end up right there, and then he'll always look down on me.
You're gonna hang him like above you?
No, but that's a great idea, and I can bring him in with a pulley system. Like, what do you say, Jesse? I think you're doing great. Like, cool, thank you. Mm-hmm. Our first question today comes from Jasmine, who says, "This has to be my favorite episode so far. It was super awesome. Was wondering, what was the inspiration for the all-girls kill core team?"
Oh. Yeah, that's, well, thank you for liking this episode so much, first of all. The inspiration for Pure Digital is, well, because there's a lot of female pros on the scene.
Yo, hi.
But very often, almost always, they don't play with the guys. It's never intermixed.
Yeah, they try to do like women's leagues or and you're always like, but why can't we just like
play together?
Yeah.
See, the thing is that it's not like it's like boys are pushing girls out. Some guys are like, there's a bunch of like dumb theories about how girls aren't as good and blah. I don't give a shit about all that. The point is that a lot of girls don't get the opportunity to even play with the guys because they put the teams together very quickly, and guys aren't trying to recruit any women, and they're not actually getting the opportunities. So a lot of these smaller leagues kind of pop up, and if we don't take care of it now in esports while we have the opportunity to, it's kind of going to become like the WNBA.
right.
Which, no offense, but not a lot of people care about. So it kind of, and the women get paid less, and nobody cares as much. We're at the point where it doesn't matter. We're not talking about a size difference. So men and women can both play. So we tried to create a team of all women that Ash would at first be very hesitant.
Like, what are these people?
Like, yeah, because this doesn't happen. So we're trying to show, like, this does not happen in esports.
Kill core, very progressive.
Very progressive game. Yes.
Yeah.
Gender fluid dinosaurs.
I mean,
We're progressive.
Going back to the idea of a women's league or whatever, it's always bugged me that, and I'm glad that we included them in this show. It's always bugged me that the excuse has been like, even people who do say like, well, they're just not as good as guys. You don't have a chance to be as good as someone else if you can't play against
That's
them.
right.
And so the whole concept of like, well, we don't want to keep those girls. We don't like beat them and stuff. Like, that's insane. That's like really stupid. And
there's no reason why someone like, I would say, Miss Harvey, for example, like who's in our series in 2 of the episodes, in 4 and 5, she's a pro CSGO player for CLG Red, which I love CLG Red, but there's no reason that any of the women on her team couldn't play on any of the other guys' teams.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, I think that if they were to be able to train and play with the team and get to know the team, they can play together. But it just doesn't happen. So, and I don't know about her in particular, but I'm just saying I would like to see it happen. It happens more in the fighting game community than it does in something like a MOBA.
Yes.
But, you know, I want to see more of it. So we kind of tackled it, you know, by showing Ash about to get poached by another team. But not only is it another team, it's an all-girls team.
Right.
But they're taking themselves far more seriously than esports people
than most of the teams that we feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was the key. It wasn't like, guys, you hear there's an all-girl team? Oh my God. It was like, no, they exist, and that's just a thing, so we're gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about the actual team dynamics of that team rather than like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. Right? Like it was one of those things like, it's not even an issue, because in our world, in this game, we already have an all-girls team, and they're like gonna be stone cold killers.
Right. And in the conversation between Mia and Ash, they even kind of go over it and talk about like, oh, the girls aren't on teams and you ride the bench and you aren't in one of the main players.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
but
yeah.
secretly, there's an awesome team, and they're going to destroy everyone, and they teach you how to be better, a
They
better
do.
player.
They do teach me how to be better.
And now you ride ashless chaps, and
No, I'm butthurt.
now you whip. You are a little bit, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
Butthurt is me.
So, I think that was the general gist of this episode, is the idea that you discover there might be a better team out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of our team is desperately trying to come up with creative ways to make Lorenzo better or win this tournament that's going to get them into Killcore. And of course, because I want to make this very clear, as we go through this season, our team's not good.
No.
People are just like, oh, they're going to be the best. And
No.
I know people predicting like what's going to happen. Like, I can't even believe like the show, they're going to be like the best ever. Like, no, that's not the case.
They didn't even get into this tournament. 2 other teams had to get disqualified for them to get in. And that actually happens in esports all the time too.
We were very naughty. A very naughty team.
Yeah.
Like, we did things that I think make us the bad
guys.
I think it makes you guys the bad guys. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it makes you the bad guys.
Esports people are bad.
Esports people could be bad guys. They're the Seinfeld of esports.
Yeah, they're
bad. Not. They're
jerks.
not good people. They're like jerks. They're not bad, but they're not like.
They're trying to get people banned. They're not practicing. You know, Alex can't even coach if Ash isn't around. Like, Ash is out playing on another team. Like, everybody's all over the place. So this episode kind of shows, okay, well, we're getting all back together.
Absolutely. Okay. Mihabi says, what's that secret handshake sort of thing Ash does at the bar?
It's like a baseball signal, like from when I was a kid. Although I don't think I ever like grabbed my boobs.
I
don't know.
Huge fan of when
I hate it.
Coaches do that in baseball. When 60-year-old men just grab themselves and base, like, yeah.
The Danny Jelinek, our director, was like, just give a sign at the bar, like that you were ordering 2 drinks, and I don't know why I did that, and I was like, God, I wish I did it a different.
Sense. It makes sense. 2 cups.
I think I did the first one like, he's like, no, do it like a baseball sign. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. So.
Well,
but it's for 2 drinks.
I like that you have a backstory with the bartender.
Yeah.
And is it the same bar from before?
Yes.
It's the exact same bar?
Yeah. Because that's like their local watering hole. That's where everybody goes.
See? So, all right. So now the world's coming together. For all you theory crafters out there. There's a whole backstory.
That's a bar that people go to. Like, Danny's always at that bar, or Alex is always at that bar drinking. So is Danny.
Danny is
always
too. At that bar.
Yeah. But Alex is always there. Ash goes there because she hooks up with the bartender, and, you know, that's where she does her work.
You have really high standards. Your character has really high standards.
I mean, I'm not saying it's based at all on anything I've ever done.
Does your husband know that you...
We're not married yet.
Does your future husband know that you chose him because you have such low standards?
Well, he did come into my bar.
Evan Hyuker? Let's just call you Esmer 2 Dragon. Much easier to say. Where did you get the music sound effects for the show? Also, will you be selling merch?
Ooh, double-decker question.
Yeah, that's a huge... First off, merch. I hope we will. Smart people would.
Yes.
And the music, the music for the show and the game, my God.
That's a couple different people that worked on it. Our music supervisor, her name is Melanie Mitchell. She worked on Workaholics and the show This Is Us that's out right now. So we had a very, very small music budget, like really like offensively small. So we couldn't use, like we couldn't get a lot of the bands we want. Like God damn it.
The first couple drafts of the show.
You know Rush should be in that.
Oh, yeah. The first couple drafts of the show, there was music in it that was like perfect, but there's no way in hell we could ever afford it.
No.
Like, it wouldn't ever happen.
HBO must spend so much money just on music alone. Just music alone. But we wanted to spend our money like on the show itself. You know what I mean? So we had a small budget to do like special scenes and certain things. So you'll hear certain music that's familiar. But she tried to find some like cool stuff. And then the video game music, we had a sound effects department as well. So they handled the video game part, but we helped them create it. Actually, I went into the studio and they'd be like, showed me like the minions like doing their wand like spell effects. They're like, how should it sound? Like more like zzz, or more like whoop. Like, so I'd sit there and be like, yes, this one.
Yeah. Even though you don't necessarily hear the blaring music of Killcore, let it be known it is hard metal, like the most death metal, but more like what was that one band that we really were inspired by?
Gwar?
Not Gwar. They were like Necronomic.
Oh, the goblin one.
Yes, they were like a goblin band. That's incredible.
It's called. Yeah, they're amazing. James and Joe from Starburns knew them, and I'd heard of them a long time ago.
Oh my God, what is the name of that?
Goblinomicon or
something like that.
Yeah, it's find it internet. It's a good one, and it's like it's like a heavy metal goblin. Like
Right,
he like goes to work with like a suit and tie on.
Yes, the music video is great. He's a goblin who goes to work. Yeah, it's incredible. And we saw that. We're like, this is the kind of music we would want.
Yeah,
this is it. This is the music where it's like, oh, it's silly, but also like. Yeah.
Maybe they're playing BlizzCon.
Oh my God, that would be incredible. I might actually go to the concert this year if that was the case. I'd show up.
For the goblin in a tie?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I would be front row, like, with my own goblin in a tie costume. Like, yeah! Hell yeah.
See him just the rash.
Oh my God. That would be incredible. Even if they were the opener for, like, Justin Bieber. We all know that's happening one year.
He's like, I need a goblin.
Yeah, BlizzCon 20 is going to be Justin Bieber and the Goblin Band. Rafide, or Rafid, was the Jesse storyline always planned like that? Or was there... or was it more of an afterthought to include you? I think it's great, so I'm not complaining. I think it was always something that we intended.
Always, yeah.
But the way it went changed drastically over the course of
working with YouTube.
Yeah.
In the beginning, prior to YouTube, it was different. Like Jesse was fully in the show. And then after working with YouTube and just kind of figuring out how many episodes we had and how we would do it.
There's not enough time to do everything.
In the 22 minutes. So then adding the tag on to the end of it sort of allows Jesse to have his own life and storyline in it with the credits rolling. And then he might show up in the next episode in full.
We cannot confirm or deny that. But the insanity of it was... This is my favorite things that we were off the rails with the Jesse story. Like, if you think what you're seeing now, there was mobsters and like crazy stuff going on. And YouTube kept giving us the note, which was like, what does this have to do with the show? We were like, but we're trying to have fun. And I think a lot of you now see the whole idea that, and this is what Danny, our director, really wanted to hammer home, that the show is one thing, and then the Jesse bits are something entirely different. And like,
but they weave together.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's the same world, it's like a creepy indie movie versus a comedy show.
Totally. Yeah, he really liked the movie Neon Demon. And so he was kind of drawing some inspiration from that for the Jesse scenes in particular.
Which is why they have those weird angles and shots, and they're all in like one creepy, weird pool setting that looks beautiful but is like filled with depression and sadness. Like all of it, it's
tears.
Perfect. Oh,
just
yeah.
like...
Perfect.
Yeah, just because it's supposed to show like this world of this lonely game developer who created this giant game and made a bunch of money and bought a house and was just, super bored suddenly and worried and paranoid. And so, kind of tried to like build out his storyline so that we could be like, where did this Killcore game come from? Because it is a fictitious game, even though it can be played.
Yeah.
It's a fictitious game, so we want the world of the video game to feel real to the viewers, so that like when you watch it, you feel like it's an actual game that you could see on the scene.
Absolutely.
And so the Jesse storyline kind of like helps bring the video game to life.
And I definitely think, and this is going to go to the next question for Roxanne Hennessy, who says, any word on whether or not there'll be a season 2? I'm going to say this. There's a long story arc for these characters that exists that we definitely want to show. And no spoils to any of it, but we've thought this out a lot. Like we've thought out a long way into the future. And so the hope would be more episodes to tell the story.
It's really hard to tell a story in 6 episodes.
Yeah, if you think about it, 6 episodes at 20 minutes apiece, that's like a movie.
Yeah.
Like it's like a feature-length movie. Mm-hmm. And that's it. So you have to tell the story that you could be able to tell within a movie. We have a bunch of ideas. I think if you want to see a season 2, the best thing you can do, I know a lot of people are doing this right now. They're waiting to get all the episodes and they're going to watch it. The best thing you can do is watch it. But more importantly, the best thing you can do is harass the hell out of YouTube. and let them know that you love it. And yeah, you can tell us.
Seriously.
You can tell us and you can tell the Grumps that you love it, and that's awesome. Our egos will like.
We'll love it forever.
But go to YouTube and harass them.
Yeah.
The like at YouTube Red I think exists, and at YouTube.
Well,
and,
at YouTube, I don't know if at YouTube exists, and at YouTube Spaces exist. At
just hit
Space
all of
Space
them.
LA.
Just at YouTube, and whatever comes up, even if it's like at YouTube Brazil, just bombard them and hit them with it. And then
But using the hashtag Good Game
Yeah,
Series,
Good
because
Game Series,
they actually track the hashtag, and they and I do know that if you get YouTube Red, either as the free trial and binging it, or if you get the subscription, like to either whatever YouTube TV or whatever,
Still counts.
just watch our show. I guess from what I heard, I don't know if this is true, but what I heard is that if you watch our show immediately after purchasing it or signing up for the free trial of it, that helps with our analytics of the show, I guess.
Yeah,
of like how they see it. So I don't know. So like because it shows that conversion of it. So if you guys do it and watch it this week, the next one comes out next Wednesday. So if you get the free week trial, you could binge the entire series.
And I'm just gonna say, it's worth it.
It is.
I was a big proponent of the whole all 6 at one time.
Yeah, me
but
too.
for like logistics reasons, they were like, nope, we're gonna do it over the course of weeks, and that's fine. But I think as a series, like I said, it comes off like a movie because it's 2 hours, and so if you watch it all back to back to back to back, I think it's a really solid series.
Yeah, it really is. Actually, and I like this episode a lot.
This is a great episode. Episode 5 is 4 and 5 are amazing. 6 is crazy.
It's awesome.
6 is so over the top and silly, and
It's so good. Because
boy,
it's like a big esports tournament. I mean,
with
an arena.
surprises, with a surprise that is next level. God, I can't wait to next week. I can finally upload the clip I've been saving.
Oh, yeah.
Of Danny and Aaron, and because it's in context.
Oh, yeah.
I can't because it's spoiler as hell.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
I don't. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Next week is gonna be good, and I can't wait for everyone to comment on that because oh my God,
it's going to be so good.
The next question comes from Jenny Locke,
Okay.
who says, "What is Ryland's last name? Everyone else has a last name except for him."
Tate. Rylan Tate.
There we go. Did we ever mention that in the show?
I think it might be written on a piece of paper or something somewhere along the way where it says his name, but it is Rylan Tate.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I would have gone with Rylan Flyman.
For his last name?
Yeah.
Rylan Fryman?
Rylan Flyman.
Flyman.
Yep.
Ryan Flyman.
If you're gonna make a fake
Rylan
name,
Flyman.
if you're gonna make a fake name that is a ludicrous name, he might as well have a ludicrous last name.
Yeah. Rylan Tate.
Tate. That's two. Taters.
Taters.
Yeah.
Rylan Taters.
Rylan Taters.
Rylan Taters.
Rylan Precious Taters is his full name now.
Rylan Precious Taters.
That's true.
Precious is his middle name.
Yep. Oh boy, am I dumb. Okay, Curtis Janwich wants to know if the characters of Good Game played Overwatch, which characters would be their main?
Ooh, that's a great question.
That's a good question. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Well, we've got Kamal, and he's an annoying little shit. So I think he'd definitely be
Genji.
Hanzo.
Oh. Genji or
Either
Hanzo. One of the two brothers.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Hanzo, attack Hanzo all the way.
Yeah.
Attack Hanzo, yes. Okay. Rylands, I feel like he's like Farah or Soldier 76.
He's definitely a 76 player, or I would say, because I like the idea that I think he would be a good, oh, my brain just died. Russian with the pink hair. Zarya. I think he'd be an awesome Zarya.
He would be an awesome Zarya,
Yes.
actually.
My
Yes.
apologies to Zarya fans out there.
Yes. I think people will accept the apology.
Just like the biggest
Symmetra,
brain fart.
I could also see him playing Reaper. Reaper's pretty emo.
I don't think
Reaper is emo as fuck.
Yeah, but like Reaper is the kind of emo non-emo people want to play as. Like those are like what,
True.
Like
It's
Rylan
cool.
would have to make his, and Booger Boss is not the kind of name Reaper has. Reaper has like Death Angel X or Whirlwind Reaper 7.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't. Booger Boss is definitely someone who played Junkrat.
I could see him playing Junkrat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a really good Junkrat.
Oh, yeah.
Always getting that rip tire. Okay, so then we've got Sam. Sam is definitely like either Zarya or Risa.
I would say Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
She's tank all the way.
Yeah, like, I like the idea of her being Reinhardt because she protects everyone.
Yeah.
And she takes the hits for everyone else.
Yeah.
Or Winston. I think she'd be a fun Winston.
She'd be fun, yeah.
Because it's a tank, but it's also like, I'm going to beat the crap out of you, tank.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And that's a little monster popish.
Yeah.
Jumping around. Let's see here. Ash. Ash probably play May.
Absolutely. Ash is a May player.
Yeah.
Because May is the best
Yes.
character in that game.
She is so fun.
Don't let anyone tell you
Beekeeper
otherwise.
May.
Oh my god. No. Original skin, pink alt version, May.
Wow.
Me like.
Someone has fantasies.
I'm not going to deny that.
This one.
Not
right
even zero
there.
denials.
See him?
What, this guy?
Fantasies.
This guy, this frog right here? The look in his face is like,
He's like,
don't point at me.
And then Alex. He doesn't
Lorenzo,
really play. Oh yeah, Lorenzo.
is 100% Bastion.
Yes.
There's no other character he could be. He's
Yeah, I know.
Bastion, and that's it. He's only Bastion. Yeah. Offensive Bastion, defensive Bastion. He's all Bastion all the time.
Somebody has to fucking heal.
Alex is Zenyatta, 100%.
Oh yes.
Alex
yes.
is like,
Yes.
all balance and tranquility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good vibes. Heals everyone with the good vibes. Yeah. Ash could also play a Symmetra.
Oh, you could be a Symmetra. Yeah. If we had to expand, I think Steeman would be Steeman would probably play Mercy. Steeman would be Mercy.
You don't think he'd play Lucio?
Nope, Steeman would be Mercy.
Battle Mercy.
Battle Mercy. Yeah. He would have switched already.
He's not healing on Mercy at all.
Yeah. Oh no. He never once pulls that staff
He's
out.
like, we need 2 healers, guys. I battle Mercy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. He like yells at everybody on it on comms for it.
Yes.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Terry Crews.
Oh my God, Terry Crews 100% would be. Oh my God.
Reaper or McCree.
I think he'd be Anna.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Terry Crews would be Anna.
All right.
I see him in the back. And I see him with the T emote.
Yeah.
Just like dipping on
He's
people.
like, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Just teabagging all day.
Yeah.
With the spray that says teabagging or whatever.
Yeah.
He'd do that.
I love that spray.
I know that's what I believe Terry to be a good Anna. In the background, like sniper heal, because I get that vibe. I get the vibe that he would snipe you, but with love.
Snipe you with love. Yeah. I think those are. What would Jesse play?
Oh my God, Jesse would play probably Tracer.
Tracer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the darling.
Yeah.
Because that'd be like the sweet nuts.
Yeah, that's definitely
Tracer
is the sweet nuts of Overwatch. 100%. Absolutely. You're right. Andrew K says, when is the last episode out and when can I buy the season all or individually? Next week, next Wednesday.
Yep. And you can buy it. You can do the free trial and watch for 1 week free and binge them all. You can get YouTube Red. You can get Google Play. You can get YouTube TV. Any of those ways.
And if you are not in the States, there's, as you mentioned, there's plenty of ways to just buy episodes. You can buy them all at once. And we hope you will do so. I don't know how that affects a renewal, but we would assume
I'm sure it does.
The more the better. Right?
Yeah, the more people talk about it and the more people say they want it and they like it, the better for all of us.
Here's what I need you to do. Make fan art.
Yes.
Or take fan art that exists and send it to YouTube. Just bombard YouTube with it. Be like, we need to know if Alex and Ryland are in fact in love. Keep sending. Just send it. Don't stop.
All the characters, everybody.
Every single one of you watching right now, bombard them. Send them messages and just hit them up and be like, you know what?
We love good game.
We love good games so much. I drew this stick figure interpretation of
Jesse throwing a shirt into a
Jesse
pool.
throwing a shirt in a pool. God, that'd be a beautiful stick figure. Like, how would that work? A stick figure shirt would be like, what exactly? Yeah, I want that. Send it to him.
Yeah.
Sam Tree Murphy says, will we ever learn the backstory creation of Rylan and Alex's friendship? I would love to tell that story. I think there's a lot there, and I think we can. I'm just going to say this now. Everyone knows season 3 of Sherlock was the fan episode season where they were just like, we're going to make things that people can make GIFs of and put on the internet. We're going to give them the fan stuff. I want that for this show. I want to have an entire episode that's a backstory of how they met and, more importantly, how they fell in love, I think.
Yeah.
How they fell in love. And then because they're only roommates, they're only friends now.
Yeah.
How they Elaine and Jerry, and they broke up, but they became like good friends. Whoa.
What? I was just pointing at Jesse.
Oh. Is that what that means?
Yeah, it is.
I've been doing it wrong my entire
That's
life.
how you point at Jesse when you see him. And from here on out, and be like, "What's up, Jesse?"
Thank you so much for making my life infinitely better. Yeah, no, there's definitely a backstory there, and I know that there's a lot of shipping going on, but I don't know that we'll ever truly learn everything about them unless we get a season 2.
And 3 and 4.
And
learn
5
everything.
and 6 and a movie.
6 seasons in a movie.
Benzene says, Jesse, why does your character love clothes in the pool? That's my fetish. No, I don't know. It's just a weird thing we decided.
It's like his version of Scrooge McDuck. Instead of diving into money, he just dives into clothes into pools.
Yeah, I'm the lamest Scrooge McDuck. I could have a money bin, but I'm lazy and just got a pool, and so I just
Of
fall
clothes you
into
don't
it.
like.
Yeah, my God, that is an amazing.
Just lay in it.
We should have just had a room full of clothes. Where it's just people swimming in it.
Yep.
Been amazing. No, it's just we try to think up what's the weirdest things that people could do. And a weird thing is just to close in pools. It's just a weird.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Well, it reminds me of what's his name from Hell's Kitchen, the blonde-haired guy that's mad all the time.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, him. It reminds me of him. I watched an episode of a show somebody cooked a hamburger wrong, and he picked it up and he threw it on the other side of the room, and he's like, "Go pick it up." He got pissed off.
Gordon.
And you did that. You threw the shirt in the pool, and you're like, "Get me more clothes."
No, Gordon. I know
Gordon Ramsay.
I know you're watching right now. No, Gordon Ramsay. I know you're watching right now. And while I'm sure this would be amazing, because you are a known lover and a fighter, do not listen to her. You're awesome. Gordon Ramsay, you're awesome. Don't come after me. Don't come after me, Gordon Ramsay.
Mad.
I couldn't take it.
He didn't like the
I couldn't take
hamburger.
it. Gordon Ramsay would come down on me. Not you. He'd come down on me.
Yeah.
He'd put bread on my ears and be like, "What are you?" And I'd be like, "An idiot sandwich."
Yeah.
He'd come down on me.
An idiot. But you couldn't hear.
Because I have bread on my ears. I don't want that, Gordon. You're amazing. You're not all
I'm just
like my
telling you
character.
that's how the character is.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's what you did.
Nope. Moving on quickly. Daniel Levy said, I didn't even know about sniping in actual esports professional scene. How much of that have you two been exposed to or heard about?
This is funny.
Yeah, I think, first off, we need to start by saying that the stuff we showed is like the extreme version of that.
An extremely made up version
of
that.
Like a lot of the stuff that our characters did, first off, they were caught. They'd be like immediately removed. But second off, there's things like if your character got banned from a game, it still wouldn't mean that you, the player, was like banned from the game, right?
Right.
Because you would play under another account if you went to a tournament. But things like that, this was a offline, like, fun tournament thing that we were doing. And so we took it to the extreme. But in reality, this stuff happens quite often.
Right. Like, it wasn't really as much like our direct experience as much as it is like, how dirty do teams get? Like, how much what are they willing to do to win? And there's always been a lot of scandals that are going on, like stuff that we didn't cover in this season, like gambling and how people throw games and what they do. So this is kind of a little bit of a nod to like the shadiness that happens in esports and like what people will do. But it's not like it's a made up thing. Like sniping isn't Real.
Our last question comes from Alexander, who says, "Get Recky, Becky." There's the Maniac Jesse laugh. Which hero is Recky Becky playing? So this was another Easter egg that we included.
Yes.
One of the characters that kills Ash, I believe, is named Recky Becky. And the character that Recky Becky's playing is Mother Trucker.
Yeah.
It's one of the many, as we mentioned, there are many characters in this game, and not all of them are featured as main characters in the story. And so Mother Trucker is a character for Kill Core that is literally, imagine a combination of Sergeant Hammer meets Large Marge.
Yeah, from Pee-wee.
Yeah, and she's just like in a giant truck.
Like Mad Max style. Yeah. So we wanted to make more like this crazy, maniacal, mad sort of character of that Large Marge kind of feel.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a few other characters that I think you might see in the next episode for sure.
Yes. Well, in this episode too, we talk about Prince Harming. Prince Harming, you'll see a little bit of. Actually, the gameplay footage in this episode's really good.
Yeah.
Toward the end, because you get to really see a lot of it. And you kind of get that exciting feel of like, oh God, who's gonna win toward the end there. Which one was I talking about?
Prince Harming. Prince
Harming.
Kamal has to switch to.
Yeah, Kamal has to switch.
Prince Harming.
He gets Sweet Nuts gets removed for balance. So
Poor Sweet Nuts.
So he's got to play Prince Harming.
One of my favorite scenes in this entire series is when he flamboyantly throws the backpack. When he's so angry, he throws the backpack over his shoulder and walks out. And their reaction, Danny's like, "That was a flamboyant backpack throw." Like, that is so fun. It's my favorite scene in this series, hands down.
Yeah. I
could watch it over and over again. When Danny's like, "Watch out for the cassette," it's like, "What the fuck is a cassette?" Like,
yeah. That actually happened on set because when Trisha, our set designer, had like put our entire set together, Rahul had who plays Kamal. I have a video of it somewhere, but I will only release it if he allows me to. But there's a video of him going up to the record player and he's like, "What is this thing?" And Danny Vidian looks at him and he goes, "Oh, sweet child of summer." Sweet child of summer, he says, in the perfect Danny form. And Rahul's like, what is it? And he's like, this is a record player. And he shows it to him. He's like, "Oh, I've always heard about these things." And they're looking at it together. And I'm like, what? So it was, thanks Rahul for that a lot. It made everyone feel old. Like everyone was like, God. Wait, what? And then so the cassette part on set, that kind of, we were going to say the record player, but Danny Jelinek was like, say, what the fuck is a cassette? And then it was Danny who improv'd the careful for the Manilow.
Yeah.
So like there was a little bit of improv right there in it, and adding in once we kind of saw that Rahul legitimately did not know what this technology was.
It's genuinely one of my favorite scenes. It might be my favorite scene in the entire series because it's so silly and funny, and just the way Rahul throws the backpack over his shoulder and stomps out is the most flamboyant thing I've ever, like, it is
to play Prince Harming too, after complaining about that. And that wasn't like, that was a mistake. Like, he didn't mean to do it. So it was just funny. It was perfect.
Yeah, it's genuinely maybe one of my favorites.
Especially it's like, I blame the war on men. That was great.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for this episode. This talkback.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is in the can. But we have got one more, and it is a good one.
Oh, yes.
And
are we gonna wait a week to do the talkback though? What are we gonna do? Because I'm not gonna be here.
Well, it's your call. We'll let you decide.
I'm getting married on Sunday, guys. So everyone get YouTube
I
Red.
thought it was
everyone
Saturday.
Watch it. He did. He's like, "What time do I need to be there Saturday?" I'm like, "It's Sunday, you dick." So like see if Jesse even shows up. So good to me. Kristen, meanwhile, is like, "Yeah, I know." She's like read everything and like totally.
Hi,
you're
Kristen.
so lucky you have her. Jesus,
that's why you're
what
here.
Would you do?
A lot less is the answer. I do a lot less.
I would say we should wait and then answer all questions because I'll be back the week after.
We can answer series questions. We'll give people enough time to watch it if they haven't had a chance.
Watch the whole thing.
Go watch the whole thing. Next episode is the finale. It's the big tournament. It is I want to say where the vast majority of the budget went to. It is crazy. There's so much that goes on. It is, up until now, we've sort of been confined to their house and a few other small locales.
The bar.
This thing is bonkers town.
It's super cool.
And one of our
We had
favorite...
over 100 extras.
Oh, yeah. It's...
all in cosplay and everything.
Yeah, it was a hell of a night. It was 2 late nights. It was a bunch of days spent downtown in downtown LA. A lot went into this. I hope you guys enjoy it. It is going to be a great episode. And when you're done watching it, let me just simply say, whatever your reactions may be at the conclusion, direct it to YouTube. Whatever you think. If you're like, well, I need a second season now.
Because XYZ.
Yeah, because of reasons that we can't spoil. Because you need to have the conclusion to certain things.
You do.
Hit up
YouTube. Let them know.
Let them know.
They'll be the ones.
Yep. We've set ourselves up for
Yeah.
a perfect season 2. Let them know.
Yeah. Because we would like to continue to make this show. Because people have really responded positively. And thank you so much again for all the fan art. Because so far, every time I look, it just makes my day.
Yeah.
I actually reactivated my Tumblr account. So I started to just like reblog all of the fan art stuff. So
I only reblog Alex and Ryland /fiction.
I love when they're just holding each other's, caressing each other's hands.
I think that is the scene that launched 1,000 ships.
I know. And there's even romantic tension a little bit at the end with me and Ryland, but I think Alex and Ryland still have a
Here's the
stronger
thing.
romantic bond.
I'm up. Well, there's some tension between you and Alex, I think, earlier too. I'm up for a love triangle. Season 2, I'm gonna announce it right now. Season 2, love triangle, Alex, Ryland,
Jesse.
Sweet Nuts.
It's one and the same. Which Jesse?
Yeah, the question is, which Jesse? Gonna try and pick your nose. All right, that's it for us. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze! We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze! Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze!
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
It's a professional broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a professional broadcast.
Bring the strippers and booze!
It's a professional broadcast.
Now I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
It's a professional broadcast.
You